Hello everybody and welcome to a special mailbag episode, and this is with a new microphone, the first sort of proper recording I've done with it. It's a Audio Technica ATR 3350. It's a lavalier microphone, so it's currently sort of stuck on the top of my t-shirt. It is a compressor microphone, which means that it doesn't matter if I talk like this. I talk like this very loudly. It should hopefully not blow itself out. So excellent. So today's mailbag is slightly special. Even though I'm recording this on Monday, which is 8 days after the event, on Saturday, the 17th of June, I went to Weston Park. The model shows I usually go to are Weston Park and the Nationals. And I actually, in total, I bought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things from the show. Spent less than £100, I believe, other than on ice creams. It was bloody hot. It was a good day. It wasn't as good as what it usually is because it was so hot you couldn't really sit and watch the flying. And what a lot of people have started moaning about, because it was just wings and wheels this last weekend, as in yesterday and the day before. Like, the amount of stuff that's just like 16 grand jets flying around is fine, but a few years ago, they used to have things like the panic biplanes and things, which, like, you got to see them at the show having lots of fun, and then go and pick it up from one of the traders behind you for like 110 quid. Stick some stuff in you've probably got, and then off you go and flew. Whereas you're watching this stuff and it's like, well, I'll never own that because that costs 16 grand and I'm not spending 16 grand on a jet. But anyway, let's see what I did purchase. Definitely not 16 grand, but that's actually very zoomed in. Can I zoom out a bit? Look at this. It's almost professional. This is a magnetic tray, the biggest magnetic tray I've ever seen. I'm sure there'll be plenty of people adding links to different things, but I saw it at these shows. There's usually like 2 or 3 sort of almost like market trader tool people, and we usually pick up like nail trimmers, which we use for cutting tie wraps and things, you know, dog nail trimmers. So this was £7, or 7 stickman tries to suck himself off by the look of it. And we've got one that's just like the round plate. It's one of these circles. We've had one that's 2, but I've never seen the 4. So this one is mainly for, say you're taking something apart, and you've got the part with sort of screws in it that might fall out. You can put the part in here, and should they fall out, it goes into the magnetic bits. And that is a Bregan, if you're interested in trying to find one on Amazon. And I'm doing these in sort of interestingness order. Now this is quite interesting, when it doesn't follow the wrong way. Let me do the sort of like that. So this is a 3-way servo Y connector. So it's a Y lead with 3 connectors on the end. I will display these connectors for you. There we are. There we are. 3 connectors on 1 Y lead. Because I'm pretty sure I have some model somewhere, and I do it a lot for testing, that has a Y lead plug into a Y lead. I saw these for £1.90 from Rapid RC Models, which is sort of a Hobby King reseller / global models and DL engines. So they started off as just like a Hobby King reseller, and sort of generally. What am I trying to say? I'm not trying to say genuine. I'm trying to say gently, sort of gently getting into more stuff. So yeah, Futaba and JR, it has got the, so yeah, it's slightly strange in the fact that this is a JR connector. Let me try the focus. So this is a JR one. You see it doesn't have the little tab on either side, yet on this end it actually, if you can sort of see, it has the slot on that left hand side for Futaba connector. Excellent. So yeah, I ordered 3 of these. I've got 1 in my toolbox and I've got 2 in the house. And then, as I focus again, this is the first time I have ever bought anything from the swap meet, which is sort of like a bring and buy. Oh, that's sort of, there we are, a red jet. Now, I paid £45 for this, which is a bit much, a lot to be honest with you. So it's in decent-ish nick. It's never been snapped in half. The pods are still there. Looks like he's just had a go at like messing with the motor for some reason, but it is all stock, and it also came with a AR, what is it? I'm not a Spectrum user. And what is it? It's a AR6100E. It's just the microlight, not full range one. So yeah, it's the stock setup. It's got a XT60 on it still. It's the original motor, I believe, and prop. Original servos, of course. But other than the fact that I felt a little bit like, after I sort of looked on Hobby King, that I spent a bit much on this, it's been glued together with epoxy, I believe. And I mean, you can see the gap. I mean, on one of these, is it the left wing? On the left wing, you can actually see light. Now, I was going to strap this up anyway, going to put a load of carbon fibre across the back here, because I have ordered a motor, sort of more as using this plane more as a test bed for that motor, but hopefully it'll go very well. It's one of the Banggood orders I'm waiting for millions of years. Banggood seem to have dropped the ball back a little bit as of late and seem to be struggling slightly. But yeah, so what I'm going to have to do to fix that is just try and get as much glue in the gap as I can while keeping the wing straight. To sort of open it, stuff some in, then press it shut again. And then try and use just loads of carbon rod, which I would have done anyway. But I mean, like, even if you look at the servo covers, I've got no idea what he's glued them in with. Apologies for knocking the camera. Like, looks like PVA glue almost. So yeah, I mean, you can really see the daylight through there. So yeah, it's possibly not the best first purchase from there. I was actually also having a look at a Dynam Pits biplane in red. That was 85 quid, seemed a decent price, but that went quite quickly because about 130 new, I think, if you're one from this country, about 109 from Banggood. So yeah, that's what I got from Weston Park. Some very useful, exceedingly useful, and something which hopefully I'll be able to get something out of. I'm not actually a Spectrum user, mostly, so what I'll do is I'll just see if someone at the club is willing to take that receiver off me. It's untested, of course, because I don't really have I mean, I could test it, but I don't particularly want to, you know, stick it on a Hobby King yak or something, which I'm excited about because they're releasing a new Hobby King yak and it's the best prop hanging trainer plane. But yes, this was also a test of the new microphone. Let me know what you think of it. I'll put a link to it in the description, so if you're a DSLR user and want to use a better microphone, or it'll even work on a computer, it's got the same, it's just a regular 3.5mm jack. But yeah, it's the ATR 3350. That's the packaging. It's only there because I haven't cleaned the bin out yet. But anyway, yes, thank you for watching. I'll also include a link to the show website, and yeah, I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye. Like, subscribe, comment things. Yeah.